So in today's lesson, we'll be treating enclosures. You can use this in your highlight progression. I'm going to demonstrate it, then I'll explain later. So let's delve in. So let's break that down. Still playing in the key of C major. The progression still remains 1, 6, 2, 5. Of course, you can use your sevenths, and that's going to be in the key of C. Your 1 is C major, 6 is A minor, then your 2 is D minor, then your 5 is G major. So I'm playing enclosures. I'm going to explain what enclosures are and how you can take advantage of your knowledge of enclosures to playing high life, African high life. You can use this technique for any music genre, but we just want to stay in the context of jazz, African, just spicing up our high life with little jazz. So first you need to know your major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Those are the notes in the scale of C major. Of course, you can also play vertically. So when we talk about enclosures, for all of these notes, we can add a bit of tension and release. So if this is the target note, for instance, do. So talking about enclosures, as the name implies, it's more like you're enclosing the notes, you're wrapping it up with some other notes. So this is your target note, do. You can think of this like a sandwich. You have 2 loaves of bread, then you have you have some spices, you might have some veggies, your carrots, your cucumber, and in that sandwich, right? So that sandwich is enclosed in the midst of 2 loaves of bread, if that makes any sense. So let's get back to the guitar. So this is C. So I can enclose this note by playing notes outside, and we'll be using some notes that are not in the scale. When I say the notes that are not in the scale, do, re, so I can play outside note, D, mo, mi, fa, fi, so I can play other notes. Those are your chromatic notes, but the idea is you want to enclose the note. So let's demonstrate that. So if this is do, so you can go just like that sandwich, you can place a note below and above. So if this is do, I can go, this is a target note, so I can go, I can enclose this by just going a step back, and I can still enclose this just by going, this is the note we are targeting, so I can go above and below. So for instance, a simple enclosure will be ti, re, do. This is the note, so I played, this is my target note, and I am just playing a note below, ti, then above, then target, get to your target. You can also do this for this note, fa, mi, so, fa. So but you can also do this, do, ti. So that is just the basics of enclosures. So but in jazz, you often try to make it sound more jazzy. You spice it up, you add more tension. So this is just using the notes in the major scale, T, re, do. This note B, D, C. So I'm targeting C. I went half step below B, and C, B, D, C to my target note. I can do the same thing for this note D. this is D. I can go a note below. C, E, D, do, mi, re. This is my target note, re. I can go below, do, mi, re. But in all of these instances, I am just playing notes in the major scale. So I can add more tension by playing outside notes. For instance, the first example we played, do, si, re, do. So this is target note. I can add, so to make it sound more jazzy. So they are called passing notes. So this is the notes we are actually trying to target. So every other note, they are passing notes. Then you dwell there. So passing notes are usually very, very brief. You don't dwell there. No, it's outside. So you have to. And most times, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, they do not. Your upbeat, which is your 1 and your 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. So it's on 3. You can also do this 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. You see, it's always landing on the 1 or the 3. So every other note, they are kind of fast. So I'm very sure for some of us right now, we're finding this difficult to comprehend. But the idea is you can always get back to this video, slow things down, and try to understand. Then you'll be able to speed up in no time. So let's get back into our enclosures. So the first instance, do, just using notes in the major scale, do. Now I'm adding an outside note, do. So I'm enclosing this note with this other notes, the passing notes. Then so all of this is actually aimed at trying to help you understand enclosures. So of course we have different other examples. This is just one. So this here, right, is just the first example. And let's get back to the ones I played at the beginning of this video. We're going to be using that as it's very common in jazz world. I know we're not playing jazz, but the idea is just to jazz up high life by adding outside notes. So the first one I played. So the first example that I played. So I played ti, re, di, ti, do. So it's slightly different from the one. So I played ti, re, di, ti, do. So I went below, above, chromatic, going down half step, then down. So it's enclosed. It's well enclosed. So this is the first example, right? Let's now try to play the enclosures I played at the beginning of this video. They are slightly different, but it's just the same concept. So the first enclosure for do, we'll play for all of these notes, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So we'll try to target all of these notes and we'll enclose them. So the first example for do, you play ti, re, di, ti, do. So it's just like the concept I explained. So you go a half step below, ti, then above, re, then you go down chromatically, D, then you still go below, D, again, ti, re, di, ti, do. So you have to practice that phrase, ti, re, di, ti, do, for do. So anytime you want to just improvise over there. So let's not get into that. So just to show you the possibilities. So next, for re, you want to target this note. So for re, you can play the same idea. You go half step below, D, mi, mo, di, re. The first one is ti, re, di, ti, do. Of course, for your right hand, you're just playing alternate picking, ti, re, di, ti, do. Then for re, you want to target this note, you play D, mi, mo, di, re. Then for this mi, this is slightly different. You play re fa re mo mi. Just to tell you, you can change the rules. So for me, you play re fa. So you play, for me, you go a step, a full tone below. Re fa re mo. So try to play it across. Re fa re mo mi, and so on. So then for fa, you play mi so fi mi fa, mi so fi mi fa. Then going above for G, you play Z. You play half step below G, F sharp, Z. That's fi la zi fi so, fi la zi fi so. Then for la, you do the same thing. You go half step below la, zi ti to zi la, zi ti to zi la. Then for T, the seventh, you play la do la to ti. Then you finish back to your one. Do ti re di ti do. The same thing here. Ti re di ti do. So together you should have this slowly for do. Ti re di ti do. Then for re, di mi mo di re. For me, re fa re mo mi. Re fa re mo mi. Then for fa, mi so fi mi fa. For so, you play fi la zi fi so. For la, zi ti to zi la. Then for ti, la do la to ti. Then ti re di ti do. So let me play it a bit faster. Ti re di ti do, di mi mo di re fa re mo mi so fi mi fa, fi la zi fi so, zi ti to zi la do la to ti re di ti do. Of course you can descend. Ti re di ti do, la do la to ti, zi ti to zi la, fi la zi fi so, mi so fi mi fa re mo mi, di mi re di mi mo di re di ti. So we have the enclosures. So now I'll play it with the backing track. So I'll be dropping the backing track on my YouTube channel as audio and audio file, so you can always practice. And for those of you that would like this backing track in different keys, in the 12 keys, I will be creating a special backing track. So you can play in the key of C, F, G, any key of your choice, the backing track. So you can have, or make it like 5 minutes each, so you can have enough time to practice, right? So it's going to be on my YouTube channel. Just check my playlist. I have organized like my videos into playlists, so it's going to make it easy for you to navigate. So stay tuned. I hope you learned something today. I'll see you in the next lesson. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, this is the right time. Click on that notification bell. Also drop your feedbacks in the comment section. I'll be glad to hear from you. And we'll be having more of this Highlife series. Next, we might be going into chords, rhythm, stuffs like that. I'll be explaining how we can improvise, how we can use this concept of enclosures, and it's really going to be an amazing time, so you don't want to miss out. Click on this subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you always stay notified each time I post new videos. Love you guys. Bye.